What's up guys, Sporaker here, and if you're wondering what this is my glass of water, and these are blueberries, just blueberries, because I was in for a little healthy snack. But now let's get back on the subject. Today's review is about one epic collection that I borrowed from the library, from the university library. I had no idea they had it. They had such a collection over here, and such a collection of stories. The story that we're going to review today, or at least stories, is the epic collection of the Fantastic Four, the world's greatest comic magazine, or at least what it used to be, by no other than Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. This is the volume 1. This, as you can see, is the back cover. Volume 1 that went from 1961 to 1963, featuring the Fantastic Four and other villains like Doctor Doom and Wolf, and then I don't know if I could call it a villain or not. Namor the Submariner. We get back to that on subject. It's volume 1. This is a run that collects the Fantastic Four 1 to 18. This run that went from 1961 to 1963. And let's look at the cover. The cover is outstanding. There's beauty in the simplicity, and and you see what you don't need too complex artwork. And what you see here is Reed Richards, Invisible Girl, Sue, Ben Grimm, The Thing. This of course Doctor Doom, Human Torch, and Namor the Submariner. And let's get back to this. Like I said, it's volume 1. It's the inside, and also I don't know if there's a name in there. Illustrations. Here at the front, or at least at the bottom. Editor in Chief. A name I will not show you again. It collects Fantastic Four, the Skrulls invade from outer space, and what can I say? The art is fantastic. So you can really see it's really typical for that era of American comics. And what can I say? The artwork is fantastic. You see Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, as a mechanic, or at least letting his car fixed, and after that he sets it on fire. Basically what happened. Which was really funny, and overall, this is of course one of the first villains, the Mole Man, who he basically learned how to live use his blindness in the dark to move around. Pretty interesting villain. Not a stupid guy either. As you can see, he's quite a proficient martial artist as well. And The Thing. And he creates an army of underground monsters. It's pretty awesome. And this the first issue that featured one of the first issues that featured the Skrulls. And you see them. One of them is Human Torch. Released disguised himself as Human Torch and copied his powers. This The Thing. This is fantastic. And the Prisoner of the Skrulls. And they were sent to invade Earth and to conquer it for the king and queen. As you can see here, this is one of the issues where Grimm, the Thing, really had to struggle accepting the fact that he would never turn human permanently. Will never permanently turn into a human. As you can see, his the transformations. Every experiment was temporarily, and he started growing back into his self. Pretty interesting stories, interesting art as well. It's doesn't have to be overcomplicated. Yeah, you have time that died. And what's next? The final challenge. It's one of let's see. It's not villain. It's not villain. I forgot exactly who it was. And yeah. It's Miracle. Oh yeah, it's Miracle Man. That's it. Yeah. Now we're going back to the one of the issues that, or at least one of the story arcs that really went. The thing is, it really went on for quite a bit. It's Namor the Submariner. It's from the first issues, and yeah. Yeah, here he is. It's quite simple. Here he lives in basically. Forgot who he was, lost memory, and yeah. But yeah, he is disguised as in a homeless shelter. When they then the Human Torch, Johnny Storm decides to give him a shave, and it turned out to be Namor. What a surprise! Yeah, like I said, pretty good artwork, etc. And yeah, pretty good storylines as well. It used to be like this. Like I said, and yeah, he's basically that's where we go next. Yeah, then he basically lost his kingdom due to let's go back here. Due to that someone dropped a nuke on his Atlantis, and yeah, he basically blew up his entire civilization. He was one of the few survivors, but others, the others might have survived. And the whole story arc in this goes from and there's another thing. When Doctor Doom tried to manipulate him and double-crossed him. He seems to have a crush on Sue, Invisible Girl. I get it that that's one of the critiques. There's not me doubting Stan Lee's vision or that Jack Kirby, but yeah, I get it. He lost his people due to a nuke that someone dropped on Atlantis, on civilization, and yeah, but yeah, what I kind of it's something that's going on in this issue for quite a long time. Is you already have Doctor Doom, you already have the Fantastic Four, you already have Mole Man, you already have Puppet Master as well. I'll show you that one later. She manipulates him, and yeah, Namor also disguised himself as an how do you call that, film producer, and he sends the Fantastic Four to all places of the Earth, and he seems to want to get Mr. Fantastic out of the way. I get it that he lost his people, etc., and that his costumes are different, of course, different culture, different costumes, different traditions. It comes to marriage, etc. So yeah, he keeps asking her to be his bride, and this I know what to say. It's I like the story arc. Don't get me wrong, but yeah. The thing is that with so many superheroes already going along, and Grimm getting used to who he is, even getting a girl at some point. Yeah, here you see the puppet mask. Here you see things made out of clay. There's Doctor Doom, of course. Victor Von Doom, pretty good villain. And yeah, West turn. Here you see him getting transformed into human again. This thing goes on for quite some time. And yeah, he even gets someone named Alicia. This is the part where Victor Von Doom kind of puts his mind inside of Reed Richards' body and try to ruin the Fantastic Four. This Alicia, the Thing's love interest. She's also blind. She's the daughter of the puppet master. I like the story arc and I like how that relationship developed over time. Even when she's blind, she still cared about Grimm, about the Thing. And that love knows no. Love is blind in this case. Pretty interesting. And it frequently goes back to things. I liked it, but I really like this volume. But yeah, it goes. There are too many things going on with Namor the Submariner. With the arcs of Namor the Submariner. Were they necessary? Well, to a certain degree, yes. This is where they come into the microverse. And Victor Von Doom takes over the microverse. It's a pretty interesting story. And even Johnny Storm gets came at a certain point in time. This, of course, in turning. This kind of a running gag throughout this issue. Ben Grimm trying to get used to his thing, alter ego, and his new life. But he turns into a human. He tries himself to turn him human, but he really struggles with accepting the fact that the cosmic radiation altered his entire structure forever. That whatever cure they find is a temporary thing. And here you see him slowly accepting it. That he can't always turn into a human at a certain point in time, because with great power comes great responsibilities. And I like how they put a focus on that. And Victor Von Doom. He figures out that Alicia changed places with Invisible Girl. And that's basically pretty much how it ends. I mean, nice cover art as well. But it's really simplistic. It's not to overcomplicate too much detail, but it just does the trick. You have enough. You see what's going on. So you have to deal with a super. This is the part where they deal with the Super Scroll, and he basically copies the fire powers of Johnny Storm, of the Human Torch. His one can basically copy any power of almost every member of the Fantastic Four. And I must say, it's the first introduction of the Super Scroll as well. You can basically copy everything and everyone. His powers. But he's not invincible. This Ben Grimm checking out stuff. And here's what they have to deal with the Super Scroll for the first time. And everyone, of course, the Human Torch fights him. And pretty. I love the transition into panels. You have there's some fire going on, some fireworks, and basically turns the air around him into carbon, which basically almost neutralizes him, or at least it blinds him temporarily. Here's Grimm and Mr. Fantastic trying to fight the Super Scroll. Yeah, hard to let go, indeed. Yeah, I like how he's pretty inventive with his powers as well. He can turn his head into the battering ram. Pretty awesome. Yeah, as you can see, the flaming chains around him. It could be considered frequency or in a reference to Ghost Rider, who also has a steel chain. You could turn like this. Maybe it was a forewarning. Who knows? Yeah. This where you fight the Super Scroll. And the solution to getting rid of him, they're locking up they basically locking him up. They're basically locking him up into a crater. And yeah, that's basically how it all ends. Like I said, it's I like the cover art, no questions about it. And yeah, it's also nice to see the first introduction of the Skrulls, because I wasn't really familiar with the Fantastic Four before this. And yeah, it's nice to see some of the concept art for it, in black and white. And yeah, I must say, I'm truly impressed. It's yeah, there are a lot of good things in it. I liked over 90% of the stories in this volume. It's really, yeah, Jack Kirby and Stan Lee really did an amazing job on this. And yeah, also Dick Ayers. But yeah, there's one thing that I didn't like about it, and yeah, there's one thing that I didn't enjoy in this book, is that yeah, the fact that they tried to yeah, that yeah, of course, Namor, he lost his people, he lost whatever, he probably lost a love interest out there when someone tested an H-bomb, when the army tested an H-bomb, and yeah, I think there's no critique towards Jack Kirby or Stan Lee, but I personally think that the story arcs with Namor are the weakest parts of this otherwise close to perfect collection. And yeah, it's also the first time it's one of the first also one of the first times the Fantastic Four arrived, so it's not a problem. But yeah, the Namor stories, Submariner, I'm more of a, yeah, I prefer more the more, yeah, darker anti-hero types, and this is quite of a tragic villain / anti-hero thing. Maybe he'll go through some development later on, or he went through some development. I don't know about it, because I never read much about Namor the Submariner. But yeah, I didn't like that they tried to yeah, that he had a crush on Sue, on Invisible Girl. That part was probably the weakest part of the story. There's no critique towards Stan Lee once again. There's no critique towards Jack Kirby. It's yeah, the thing is, maybe it's because I've seen it before, I don't know, but it kind of distracted me from the overall rest of the story arc. It was otherwise perfect. For a final score, let's grab a blueberry. Let's see how much we can score it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Careful, because they are kind of ripe. I don't want to mess this one up for the library, because otherwise I'll get problems. Let's say for what it does, it's an 8 out of 10. Really good collection of yeah, stories of an golden age of, or at least the Bronze Age of Marvel. The golden age is for the Fantastic Four is for me the stories from late 70s to mid 80s. That's when their characters are more or less developed, and yeah, they also have to deal with the threat of Galactus, etc. And yeah, but overall, yeah, the only thing I didn't like was yeah, the story arc of Namor, the Submariner, because it kind of distracted me from the rest. You already have a lot of characters in there, and a lot of villains. And yeah, with him it was a little bit of overkill, and yeah, it kind of distracted me from the rest. But overall, it gets 8 blueberries out of 10. The other two I just ate. I must say, I still like the omnibus better, but if you want to yeah, borrow it or pirate it, start here. This was Sporehacker out.